Okay, Rudy here, 20th of January, also known as AI Rudy. People like that one. So welcome to the Daily Ninja Show. Go through the ASX and US listed shares and ETFs. We start off with the tank NVR. Oh, and if you're wondering, I had to get a new screen recording thing, so now you get to see what's on the side. So MVR, he was up, or he's down 0.5%, made up of all our big miners. So again, whenever you're in this, expect pullbacks to here, not to be. It just can't keep going up. There will be pullbacks. Australian share market. So we're off just over 0.5%. So we the old XFJ, the financial index, just still being covered by the dome here. Couldn't break through. That's being led by this guy, CBA, who's sitting right on support there. That looks pretty ugly for Mr. CBA. So in worst case, we've got a measured move. If we take this distance here and add it to there, ends up nicely down here. So let's see what happens. ATEC. Okay, so yesterday I deleted the buy symbol, and someone says you can't do that. You got to remember what we're doing. So I'll just I'll just go through, I guess, the theory. So the reason when you have inclining wedges like this, it's bearish. So obviously this one up here was just a break of this line here. So that was a sell. That was a sell because it broke the rising wedge there. And I put a buy here because the idea was trying to pick a bottom, which you shouldn't do. You should wait for confirmation. So the idea was to see if it could make it through there. If not, just cut it and wait. So that was the official. So that's why it's done. And if we look at the underlying stocks, you can see why. And it's another reason why you should wait for confirmation. So that's ATEC, and we'll have a look at those stocks later because they none of them really look very good. S&P, that was closed, but I just wanted to show you you hear the word rotation going on a lot. So this is the Russell 2000. So if we take the Russell and we divide it by the S&P 500, you can see, so if it's going up, it means that the Russell is outperforming the S&P 500. So it's those which don't really make up a large part of the US share market. So it's not going to do a lot, especially when we look at, so this is the Mag 7, all your big tech stocks. And if we do them over the SPX, you can see they're now they've been adding value to the S&P 500, and they're now starting to detract. So you've got the big boys detracting from the S&P and the middleweights adding. So what is it? A zero-sum game. And then the Nasdaq, so that's still flat. They weren't open last night. Gold. So gold's gold's going up. The Aussie dollar gold going up, but it didn't do much for our local miners. I mean, this is the day here. We're on the daily chart, which is a bit disappointing, really, when you got gold making all-time highs. So the miners, so they went up and then finished halfway. GDX the same. Newmont, the ASX version, so it was up a little bit. So it's a bit like silver. No one believes gold's going to stay up there, and so the miners don't run. In terms of local boys, I know someone will be happy about this. So Mr. Brightstar, let's go to a weekly chart. So there's a bit of, so these are all good buying ops down here. So a bit of strength coming into Mr. Brightstar. So let's see if he can go on with it. Okay, this is about golds. So I had someone ask, so SVG, they're going backwards, can't figure why. So they're producing gold from tailings, old workings, and have found low quality ore at shallow depths. So shallow depths means it's cheaper to get it out. So they've started producing. So the question is, why is the share price doing that? So we'll benchmark him against a few like him. But one thing is the resource isn't that big. But it's a shame, though, because instead of, at least they're not diluting shareholders, they're generating some cash. So if they're producing, so the net 10,000 ounces a year, and they want to get to 60, but there's a big lot of work to get there. So we're using the score, the old production score. So they're on a score of 4.5, and this will be relevant when we look at the others. And if they get to 10, then they're 0.75, which is a mozza. But like if you look at Barton Gold, so they're sort of another getting their act together. So they're on a score of, so their market cap's 300. We should have said what Sven on. So their market cap's 45. So it's small, which is good. But then you got Barton Gold. They're on a score of 2. They're targeting 150. We've got Horizon. Someone's picked them in the tipping comp. So they're 250 targeting 100. So they're 2.5. The old Westmits. He was one of the cheapest down here, and that was a good buy. Looks a bit stretched now though, but I had to update. He was on, I think, 250 market cap. So now he's a 5. And then we got MAU. So they're on a score of 3. So it's not really, if they get, so a score of 4. So they're on a score of 4.5 now. So if they get to there, then they're cheap. But there's a bit of work to get there. So unfortunately, I've had a couple of goes at this and none of them worked. But it probably just needs to clear that. All right, I hope that helps. It's a bit hard with these little guys because the big fund managers can't buy them either. They've got a market size cap that they have to stick to. Okay, copper. All right, we're still hanging there at the highs. So the wire was trading today, but not with any guidance from America, so pretty much flat. If we look at our local lads, so BHP's having a breather. So it'd be nice for him to just come back and find a base. You don't want him sprinting, he'll have a heart attack. DVP, so they're the cheapest of the producers, so he's looking fine but run hard. But he's a bit young, he can do that. So probably pullbacks to 5 would be a good buying opportunity. Capstone. So it's chilling there. Sandfire. What's the Sandfire daily? Yeah, so Sandfire looks like it's got its new level here. And do we have anything? So in the producers, we're at 29M. So they're still looking good to go for a buy. The old hot chili, I'd probably maybe give him an upgrade now that he's gone to the next level by the looks of it. So he's the cheapest, but he's very low grade. We've got CYM. So he's probably should. Oh, it's a bit thick already. So I'd say if he can break, it looks like he's going to break that, then that's probably another buy. CY5. Okay. Well, it still looks good if you're in it. I feel safer with a buy down there. It doesn't feel good when you put a buy, it doesn't work out. Uranium. So spot price still looks good. URNM would have been hard for them to work out what's going on because Kamiko and Kaza Kaza looks pretty hot there. Palladium. That's someone. Mark gave us a few uranium names. None of those little uraniums did much. I have added them, mate. We'll look on a different video. Anyway, Palladium. So he probably just needs to. He seems to sprint and then chill. And I have got a few ticked. So we go to a weekly chart. So EL8. So a rather cheap one. Well, now that you can see, as the order they get more expensive, that doesn't mean like it's worse. It's just a ranking system. Bannerman and DYL still looking quite strong. Okay. What we got here? The rare earth gang. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was going to do. So this is actually the rare earth price, spot price. If you want, there's the. See, it's good, isn't it? You can see my whole screen. I had to close all my naughty girl websites first. No. So rare earth prices are, so they're making all-time highs, but it's not. If you look at Linus got a bit of a wallop today. Just got a bit scared here. If you look at it daily, so I wonder if someone who I knew was waiting to get out got out. I don't think she would have. think she was going to get greedy. Anyway, I mean, the price, the rare earth price is going up. So, or MP, that wasn't open last night. Nalika. So they're all just, maybe they're probably just going to come back and then have a go. There's nothing in there. So look at all these rare. When they say rare earths, look at them. Look at them all. These are all rare earth stocks. That's back when they were running. They're not that rare. Okay, lithium. So LitP wasn't open. So Pilbara. So Pilbara is the 20-day support. IGO 20-day support. Liontown. So there's nothing. I should do the lithium price. So yeah, lithium's going up. ELV going up. Any developer space. DLI. Oh yeah, these guys own 45% of Ballard Mining, BM1, which is going. It's got a market cap of 180 million. So they were spun out of these guys. So that's interesting. GLN. Okay, and GLN's the daily. So nice bounce. So the lithium party's still going. Okay, oil. So oil price. Look at the daily. Okay, well, we're not crashing, so it's still neutral at this stage, as opposed to natural gas. Natural gas is just on a rip here. Didn't flow through to anyone. So we'll look at a weekly chart. So they're still sitting at this resistance. Santos. Oh yeah, this is so it's a good thing your screen that I get the microphone out the way. You can do stuff. This is why I prefer Woodside over Santos. So this is Santos over Woodside price. So this is a Woodside outperforming, and then Santos, and a break here would be very bearish, which implies Woodside outperforming Santos. Hasn't done it yet though. Beach. I think if Beach comes down here again, you'd have to have a go. Horizon. It's just a stable thing. 14%. And I should cover Karoon. I get in trouble if I don't cover Karoon. So Karoon's about the same. It's just got that resistance level there. Fuel. So there's not much to go on because America was closed. This is, if you're fishing over in America, this is a new ETF, AMLP, midstream oil and gas company is 8% dividend, no franking